All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to preface this by saying thank you guys for watching. I think I've done over 90-ish videos now, and if any of these helped any one of you, I'm extremely grateful, and I really hope that's the case. Secondly, the video tonight is about asking somebody out on a date, which I'm going to give you the best lesson I can, but I have to say that I am not all of you. So the style in which I'm presenting could be entirely different, and I want you guys to make up your mind for yourselves. So let's get started. Asking out someone on a date. Good luck. Somehow this changed from an English lesson to poor dating advice. Enjoy. Icebreakers. An icebreaker is a simple question or statement to start up a conversation. These can be witty, cheesy, simple, or complex, depending on your flirting style and level of confidence. For example, how much does a penguin weigh? Enough to break the ice. Hi, I'm Coty. How you doing? This is a great example of a simple and bad icebreaker. Used in the right context, icebreakers like this can show that you have a good sense of humor, but it's important to understand when and where this is appropriate. Jokes and a sense of humor. A good sense of humor is something almost everyone looks for in a partner. Context and knowing your audience is important so that you don't offend your date or group. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's pretty heavy and the other's a little lighter. This is an extremely cheesy joke, but it can get some good laughs. Be polite and respect boundaries. If your date understands that you're respectful of their individuality and agency, you're more likely to have a second date. Don't be controlling. That's just a poor personality characteristic. Online dating. Online dating is a way of starting a romantic relationship on the internet by giving information on yourself. There are many popular apps and websites used specifically for this purpose and have become more popular over time. For example, there are the apps Tinder, League, Hinge, Bumble, Zoosk, and OkCupid. How can it be good? Well, you can see if you're compatible or have similar interests. And you can immediately tell if you're attracted to their physical appearance. How can it be bad? Just because you like their profile doesn't mean you'll like their personality. And you can be catfished, where someone makes a fake online profile to lure in people for various nefarious purposes. What's a profile? A profile is an online representation of yourself. It's usually best to include a few personal facts like age, hobbies, and pictures, as well as an icebreaker to open up communication. You can see Paul here is 23, and he asks, would you rather be able to eat anything you want and not get fat, or be well rested on 1 hour of sleep? This is known as an icebreaker. Small talk. Small talk is polite conversation about unimportant or uncontroversial matters, especially engaged in on social occasions. While this is inevitable in a conversation, it's better to find more interesting topics to discuss than the weather, sports, or coffee. it can be boring. Small talk about the weather or the local sports team won't make you seem very interesting. But it can lead to better conversation. It can make you seem more approachable and able to hold a conversation, though. Use this to build into more interesting questions or a topic that interests your date. Read their body language. Eye contact, smiling, laughter, and engaging conversation are good indicators on whether someone is interested or not. Hobbies. A hobby is an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. No one likes a boring date, so it's important to know how to express your interests in an interesting way. Can I have your number? This is a classic and confident question to let the other person know that you're interested and intend on building your new relationship. However, it's a little overused and bold, so be careful. I'd like to take you out to, I think you'd be interested in. This is a softer way of asking someone out. It shows that you've taken their interests into account, and you think you can provide them with a good experience. I'm having an event, and I'd like you to come. This is a great way to spend time with someone in a social situation with no pressure. Plus, they can meet your friends, which is also important. It's important to remember there is no one size fits all. All of this lesson comes from my perspective and situation, which may be entirely different from yours. It's important to respect and know yourself enough to find your own style of flirting and dating. And remember, you got this. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end. I hope you learned something and were maybe a little entertained by what I've done over the past couple months. No homework tonight, but there will be a massive review on Monday over the past 9 videos. So, thanks again, have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.